Happy New Year, everyone. I am happy to connect to you again in this new year, 2025. Again, I am Mama Bear, your only mama in STEM world in Uganda. Welcome to 2025 series where we are going to be looking at what happened in 2024, what your children have been up to, and in this 2025, each one of you that missed to interact, explore, and discover with us in the previous year, take your seat and watch. See how these amazing children have turned out to be great innovators, problem solvers, critical thinkers, and much more. But again, I'm excited as Mama Bear, the founder of NextGen Wrestling Uganda, that our 2024 children that have been with us in this journey of STEM excelled very well. 90% of them got their A's. And guess what? Their science subjects were extremely performed well. As a parent, as a stakeholder, as an educationalist, what are you doing to make Uganda, the younger generation, better than what they are now and prepare them for tomorrow? Are you joining the rest to rob them of their curiosity, critical thinking, imagination? I guess not. Join me in this year. In this series, we're going to be tackling and breaking down how giving and empowering and creating opportunities and platform for the youngsters to imagine, to think and touch and tickle their curiosity, what happens next. My name is Melon Kenyanji, and I am happy to be here. Today, I am going to talk as a parent, talking about my child, Samuel Ethan Kazora. It's been a long journey, taking baby steps and flying with him in his imagination. I remember at 5 years, it was that time where I had discovered that to change tomorrow, it must start today. So I created for him a thematic birthday that was Lego based. Yes, I love Lego technology because it sparks a child's critical thinking and imagination. I remember very well on his birthday, his friends were busy building their imaginations, their dreams. And it is from there I promised myself that as a parent, I am going to hold hand in hand with other parents across Uganda, across East Africa, across Africa, and the entire world to transform Uganda, starting with my own child. And from one child, we are now over 700 children doing what we do best in STEM. I have seen my son Kazora travel to compete. I remember the first time he competed in Senegal. His robot and his team, they did fairly well. And it is a journey that sparked their curiosity to dig deeper into STEM education. From there, I remember he was spending sleepless nights to make sure he's prepared for the global competition. He traveled to the US and his team did so well. There were, I think, 70 something out of 1,000 teams that competed in Dallas, Texas. And for me, seeing him excel at an international platform, seeing now his logical thinking, the way he was presenting his ideas to me, the way he's positioning himself before people, and the way actually he does marketing for NextGen is amazing. Why? As they're doing their projects, as they're doing their lessons, they're prepared to be able to meet every situation in life. It didn't take him so long. I have seen him do amazing innovations. I saw him come up with a rover. I saw him build a robot dog that I'm excited as a parent, not to only him, but very many children that I commit to make sure as long as they can still dream and imagine, their imaginations are what we call innovations today. So you parent watching me, it doesn't matter how much it costs. Look at the other side of the world we are going. We look at China, we look at Japan, we look at Korea having immense innovations. Every day there's a new product coming. What are they doing best that we are not doing, that our children are not doing? It is the question that you and I can answer. But how do we answer this? By not letting our children, the younger generation, stop imagining, stop dreaming, stop believing, stop looking out for solutions. The only way to do that is give them the platform. And yes, as a parent and a director of NextGen, we have the platform. You have the children at home. Bring them. Let's imagine together. Let's fly together. I know Samuel is going to tell you about his Rukamba, what that dog is going to do and what it is already doing. And in the future, what we look at as a company, but also particularly as a parent, I would be happy in my retirement period when I'm unable to sit before the camera and energetically move here and there, look at how the proceeds will come from Rokamba. I know that my son and his team will be able to also impact others and mentor others to be better than who they are now. Remember, the better tomorrow you want is built today. Can I say that I'm going to be excited to see you this year? Don't forget, we will have a couple of series that your children will be telling the world it is not a waste of time, it is not a waste of money, but it is a time to use Lego technology, fun play, learn and fly high. Expect a better Uganda in the next 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 years from today. Now that you know you have a child who is 4 years to 21 years, we have space and platform for you. Our email is info@nextgen.ug. Our telephone number is 0772657985. Any time of the day, any time of the night, call. We shall be able to answer you and give you specifications on what you need. But as of now, prepare your child to have a laptop, to have a notebook, to have a pen. Come to Alpha Training Center in Naguru. Come to Buloba near Watoto Christian Community Church. Come to Gayaza. We will be open to receive you. And in the schools we participate in, please make sure your child is on that community, is on that club, that we can sail together. Should you have any more further questions, visit our social handles, visit our website www.nextgen.ug, and all your questions will be answered there. I can't wait to have an excellent 2025 with you and my little ones.
Hello everyone, my name is Guide Ivan. I'm a robotics instructor from NextGen Innovators, Uganda. We do teach STEM education where students learn how to code, learn how to develop different robotic models to solve different solutions faced by the world. I've witnessed robotics being a transformative element to my students since the time I joined NextGen Innovators, where my students not only code but also uh, learn how to be critical thinkers, problem solvers, and also innovators. And at NextGen, we believe that everyone deserves a chance on how to innovate and to explore and learn how to code, because technology now is shaping the world, whereby it prepares the children for the future. And I would like to call upon everyone to come and join NextGen Innovators, because at NextGen it's not only about STEM and coding, but it's all about collaboration, innovation, and confidence. I've witnessed STEM education and coding um, being an empowering element to my students, whereby it empowers them to dream bigger and come up with solutions to different problems that are faced by the world. Last year we had national robotics competition, and I witnessed my students coming up with different solutions to solve different problems.
Hello, my name is Samuel Ethan Kazora. I am 12 years old, a son of Melon Kenyanja, founder of NextGen Innovators, and I'm here to talk about the journey how I began my journey in robotics. It was my 5th birthday when Miss Melon, the founder of NextGen Innovators, threw me a birthday party that was themed of Legos. She brought Legos. She brought for me a Lego cake, and everyone in the class was excited seeing Legos, and it was very exciting. And we enjoyed playing with the Legos. By then, I thought Legos were not for learning but for playing with. So I kept on going with my mom, thinking I'd be going to play with Legos to have fun. As I continued going, I learned that Legos are not just for playing but also for learning. And I learned how to build more and more. And then when I was 8 years, I was happy to travel to Senegal for the Pan-African Robotics competition in Short Park. And it was held in a stadium, and it was filled with lots of children with genius ideas like me. And I really got to see how children like me can express their creativeness to make impact in the world. And there were hundreds of people there. And when I went to the US, it was times 10 and more and more. And it was very interesting. I also got to see more and more children expressing their creativity, their teamwork, and their persistence. I learned how to control a robot using a remote control. I gained some skills in drawing. When I was passing through some of the booths of some other teams, I saw some of their sketches, and they explained to me how their sketches worked. And then I got to understand that not only just for play, Lego is not only just for playing, but for creative thinking and for planning. By the time I came back, my mother, Miss Melon, had started making her own foundation called NextGen Innovators. It is a program where you learn coding and it's very unique because of that. And I now know coding in Python and HTML and also in Spike. And if you're wondering, Spike is like a kit that has Legos but in a different form. Like there's Spike Essential and Spike Prime, and they're like for different ages. Spike Prime is like for 10 and above, while Spike Essential is for like 6 and above. Interestingly, at 6 years, you can start coding with word blocks. Coding robots which you have built using Spike Essential and Spike Prime. As you continue coding and growing, you keep on being introduced to more languages and you get more experience in coding. And then in 2023, I went to South Africa and I was in Future Innovators, one of the categories that were there. It was an FLL competition, and I went with an innovation project called the Blue Space Rover. And the Blue Space Rover is an innovation that me and my team thought of to make carrying of goods easier, more effective, and less time consuming. And we thought of it because there are hardwares where people are used as labor, and it takes very long for them to take heavy loads from one place to another, and it's difficult. So I thought of the Blue Space Rover, and then by the time I reached there, I saw other teams with much better innovation projects that I would never have thought of till I reached there. And then I made a decision that next year I shall do better and I shall make an innovation that deserves to be in a world stage or should be global. And that's when I started making my robot dog called Rokamba. And I will be starting to sell it next year. Please come and buy it, because if you have been there at home wanting a dog and they have been refusing, and you've been wanting some security in your shop, in your supermarket, and that maybe the gate man has been bribed, maybe the dogs have died, or they have bribed your dogs with some treats, you can buy the robot dog and it won't be bribed by anyone or anything. So it's more effective and increases your protection, and it's also good for companionship. At the moment, it is being improved on by me and my team, and it can walk and sit. If you want to join NextGen Innovators, call 0772657985 to call the founder of NextGen Innovators to sign up.